Hello there guys. Right, I've just been talking to you for about 10 minutes, telling you all sorts of updates. I had the telly turned down and I says, right, I'm going to turn it up a bit for the race. I turned it up and the radio was on, so I was talking over the top of copyright music, so I thought I'd start again. Right, this week's Rivals is a bloody amazing one. We're on the Goliath, it's in a B-class vehicle. Only 3 or 4 people have done it so far. Aramay for Dogsien, Pixel Pusher and Daz. Daz has gone in the old Bugatti, so I've chosen him as my rival, and I'm going in the Morgan Freewheeler. So I've also chosen Daz as my rival because he was the slowest out of the options available. But I kind of like the idea of being up against him in this car. So I've just grabbed myself a tune, which was called Race 700, I think it was. So yeah, we're on B-Class, it's the Goliath, you know where it is, it's on Road Race Mainland, it's the great big one that goes all the way round. We get a nice little bit of scenery, bit of countryside, then we go through Edinburgh, then we come down past Bamburgh Castle, we get to see the sea, and then we drive back through a lovely bit of countryside before we reach the start. Should be around about 13 or so minutes, if I do a good one, we'll see. Right, let's go, let's get out of this. And start your engines. I love this car. Here we go. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to do it clean. Oh, look at that Bugatti. It's lovely. It's also going much faster than me. Ooh, bit heavy on the brakes there. Maybe I should do a little bit of a test drive before I jumped in here. Right, my challenge is going to be, I'm going to turn this music off. It doesn't really go with this car, does it? I would have classic FM on, but and I'd have some leather string back gloves as well and get all partridge. But I can't do that because, obviously, the classics, even though they were made hundreds of years ago, are unfortunately copyright content. Get around that bloody corner. Ooh. Feels like I should pop into the shops, get myself some sandwiches for when we go through the fields. I don't know what's going on with my Xbox, but it looks a damn sight better than it normally does. I think the HDR settings have changed. I was moaning about it on a previous video, saying that the settings aren't correct because when it goes through my capture card, it thinks my TV's a shit TV and it can't do anything, whereas my TV's quite a good TV and it has got a lot of functionality that makes the Xbox look a lot better. Well, I did. My wife was using, Carol, you know her, Carol, that noisy one upstairs. Right, anyway, she was using my the computer I normally use for capture. So I had my Xbox plugged straight into the TV this week while she'd got my computer. So for that reason, I had my HDR settings on properly, and now it's back in the capture card. It looks like it's still doing them, so that's good. I think what happened before is my Xbox just turned all the settings down to rubbish by default because it thought my TV weren't very good, but this time that hasn't happened, which is good. Oh, this car feels so nice, it really does. Not to drive, but just to be in and look at and enjoy the experience of, and imagine that it's mine. Imagine that it's my hands there on that lovely leather steering wheel. I actually put some leather gloves on my character for when I was driving around listening to classical music. In, what was I in? I can't remember. I was in a Maserati Gran Turismo for a start, and then I changed over to an Aston Martin, and I was just driving around the map leisurely, whilst, obeying rules. I was staying on the correct side of the road. The reason I did it, really, is because I haven't driven a car in real life for a bloody long time. The last time I drove a car was about 4 years ago in England when I had a hire car, and I haven't driven since then. But when I'm in Colombia, obviously it's on the other side of the road. So even though it's Carol driving her car, I'm very used to being on the wrong side of the road now. So what I was doing on this game, I was just driving around as though it was real and staying on the left-hand side as though I was driving in England to prepare myself for when I go to England in a few weeks, because I'm probably going to hire a car while I'm there. I won't tell them that I haven't driven a car for absolutely ages, and my left foot absolutely thinks that it's my braking foot now. I won't share any of that. I won't tell them how much I'm fond of the handbrake either. Well, Daz has gone in his Bugatti. We might catch him up if he breaks down. Look for some steam. Really need to slow down there, but I don't mind. It just feels nice. You know how much these cars cost? I can't imagine that they're that expensive, really. It would feel like you've got like some vintage luxury car, but I can't imagine they cost that much money. I mean, you've only got to pay for 3 wheels for a start instead of 4. It'd be good, wouldn't it? Certainly would be good. Right, he's just gone off the mini-map, so that's probably the last we're going to see of him. But I'm not looking very good for sub 14 minutes, 15 minutes possibly. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? But it's a nice relaxing drive through the countryside on a Sunday afternoon with no traffic and a Morgan three-wheeler on the left. You gotta love it. Yeah, I'm certainly not driving very fast, am I? There he is, look, you can see him on the mini-map again. Just up ahead, past this roundabout. Well, I've got all my times off, I forgot I'd done that. So I don't know what my time is until we finish, because I've got all my HUD has been switched off. Right then, time to drive through Edinburgh. There's the castle. I'll be imagining that that's my house as I'm driving down here in my old Morgan. Nice and quiet today. When you take some time to look at the scenery on this game, it really is nice, isn't it? When this first came out, I did a big tour of the entire game in the little, what's it called? That thing that flies around with a camera on it. The drone. I went all around the game in that, looking in people's back gardens and everything. It's really quite good. The attention to detail in places where you wouldn't even normally look is really, really impressive. Like looking in all the shops and stuff and what was going on in people's houses. Yeah, I spent a really long time doing that. A big drone tour of Scotland. If you haven't done it, I very much recommend that you give it a go. It's a lot of fun. It makes you appreciate the game a lot, especially when you're going into people's like their greenhouses and stuff, and there's plant pots in there, and it's in their back gardens. You think you never would normally see this stuff. But inside some of the shops is quite nice as well. Really quite impressive. What a lovely day. Look at the sea. Engine doesn't sound very good, does it? Sounds a bit rough. I need to get some oil. And what time I'm on? I'll probably getting towards 20 minutes by the time I've finished. Well, I'll be pleased to get to the end and for it to be clean and for me to have a time on the board. Even if it's going to be last by quite some distance, which it is. I know that for sure, because Daz is currently last, and he's disappeared a long time ago. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be last. Yeah, I do think this track really showcases the beauty of the game. It's the sand on the road. It's just a very, very pretty game. Oh, a little bit of pop up there for this sign. Didn't really need to brake there, and I also didn't need to go all over the path. I watched the Eurovision Song Contest movie the other day with Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell, and there's a Russian geezer in the film, like one of the main characters, and his house is Bamburgh Castle. So they go all around Scotland because it's hosted in Scotland. It's a really funny film, actually. It's pretty good. I was quite impressed. And I grew up obviously in England, so the Eurovision Song Contest was kind of a big deal when we were little, and you try and pick who you thought were the winner and everything. It was quite exciting. Like over here, no one's heard of it at all, but it's kind of like a lot of camp fun. It's very sort of English. It's very European, but there were so many little jokes in the film that are so spot on for the culture of that competition and the politics of it and everything. It was really, really quite well done and really quite funny. Yeah, I was quite impressed. But yeah, it was nice to see in Bamburgh Castle the Russian dude. That was his house in the film. But also when they were going around areas in Scotland, it's like you're thinking, oh, I recognise that from Forza. I've never been to Edinburgh. I've only been to Scotland once, and I just went to Loch Lomond, just camping there. So that's barely even in Scotland, really. But yeah, they're going around Edinburgh, and there's loads of stuff that you completely recognise from this game. It is quite an accurate representation of some of the streets inside the city. I mean, obviously it's a lot smaller, but yeah, it is pretty accurate. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, if you ain't watched it, watch it. It is a funny film. It's a bit of a rom-com type thing, really. But yeah, it's funny. And Rachel McAdams is in it, and she's really hot. So yeah, watch it for the candy. Why am I going so bloody slow? Oh, we got to be on about 14.5 minutes now at least. Probably 15 minutes. Well, maybe not. I've just glanced down at my my capture, and it's on 12.5 minutes. So no, we're not doing as bad as I thought. It's definitely not going to be a competitive time. It's certainly something that people are going to be able to beat nice and easily. But I've got to be honest, that's not what this race is about. It's about enjoying the game, enjoying the scenery, and enjoying being in a lovely car. I wish you could turn off those checkpoint things, right? I was recording, well, I wasn't recording, but I was going to. I'd put down a track that was pretty much the Goliath. It went all the way around the map, but I had no checkpoints on at all, so I just had the start-finish line, and that was it. And the reason I did it like that is because I wanted to record footage like what you're looking at now, but with all of my HUD turned off. But that thing up there that says checkpoint so many yards away, even though I hadn't got any checkpoints, it still had one of those for the finish line, which was really annoying. You can't deactivate that or turn it off, and I wanted everything switched off for the video I wanted to do. So it's a real shame that I couldn't do that. So I was thinking I might have to lay down a track where I'm never pointing the car in the direction of where the actual start line is, so that never shows up. You can turn off everything else, and also when you've got no checkpoints, you don't have any of these yellow flags at the side of the road either, so you can drive around and it pretty much looks like real life, which is what I was trying to do. But yeah, unfortunately, I've got the bloody checkpoint thing in the sky hovering around every time I faced my car in the direction of the finish line. So yeah, I'd like to be able to turn that off. I think when you've got everything turned off and you're driving around, it's quite easy to get into your head, this is real, this is my car, I'm driving around these streets. And it's quite a nice feeling when you do that, especially when you're driving around in cars that you want to own in real life. That's a good thing. Well, I think I'm braking far too much. Really don't need to be braking. at all. I could have done with taking something that had better top end. I didn't really need the handling. As I said before I even... Oh, it was on the old video, wasn't it? Yeah, I had to restart the video because I had the music on. But I did say on the previous video, there's not really many corners on this track. There's a lot of straight, so I just want something really decent top end. And then I went and chose something that got good handling and not a very decent top end. So that's not doing me any favours as far as my time goes. But never mind. Have we got a clean lap? What are we going to be on? About 13.5 minutes maybe? Ooh. Hang on. Is it more than one? I don't know how many laps we've got to do. I'll keep going and see what happens. Oh no. You can go around as many times as you like. I've got a bit mad. It's because I didn't beat him, that's why. Right, I went a bit mental for a minute there. Might do another one. I'll drive for a bit. If I get fed up, I'll stop. If I'm enjoying myself, which I am at the moment, I'll carry on. I'll see how long I can stay in front of him for on my flying lap. Yeah, you got to bear in mind, no one's going to be doing a flying lap, are they? But you can, which would be worthwhile in this situation, you can actually reverse at the beginning before you go over the start line. And if you do that, you kind of get a flying lap on your first lap. So yeah, if you put a lap down on here and you don't want to go around twice because it takes a quarter of an hour, then do that. Just reverse first of all and get yourself a flying lap right from the beginning. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can stick with him for a while this time. My car's just not fast enough. I think I need to go and get a different tune on it. Or possibly a different car. That might be a good idea. But I did brake way too much previously. I was a bit over cautious. So this time I'm going to try and not brake hardly at all and see what I can do. It's blatantly going to be a faster lap than the first one, but I'm a bit gutted that I'm not going to be able to see my lap times. I'm keeping with him-ish. I've been playing Formula 1 2020. I did some time trials on Netherlands because that's my next race on my career playthrough, but I'd never even been on there before. So I thought I'll do some time trials on just to get used to the track, otherwise it's going to be a complete nightmare, and it is going to be in the rain as well, so that's going to complicate matters. But I'm driving against Aaron Mayfield's Ghost. I'm only like 0.2, I think, off. Now I know Aaron Mayfield can do a lot better than what he's done on that Ghost, but it's quite nice to have someone from the club who's actually on there. No one else was on there, nobody else's Ghost was on there at all, so yeah, it's just Aaron Mayfield. But he's gone with the standard preset, whereas I haven't. I've downloaded the person that's got like one of the fastest times. And when I compared that to like just a default preset, I was a lot faster on theirs. So yeah, their tuning seemed to help me quite a bit. But I've got the hang of the track now. I know it pretty well. I know the danger spots. I know that when it's raining, you definitely stay away from them bloody curbs. That track's a nightmare for the curbs. So yeah, I'm going to be very, very careful of that. But now that I know the track a bit, I actually really, really like it. So I'm going to get back on Formula 1 2020 and continue my career because that is the next race, now that I'm used to it. So yeah, we'll get in there, we'll do that. It's going to happen, don't worry. I haven't given up on my playthrough, it will happen. A little bit nervous there. This is definitely a lot faster than my first try, isn't it? A lot faster. I'm staying off them brakes quite a bit. I mean, obviously I'm not anywhere near Dazzy's time, but I'm certainly doing a lot better than I did before. And hopefully I can get another clean one. Oh shit. Said that bit. Oh, we're safe, we're safe. We gotta trust the Morgan. It goes through the dirt perfectly because it's a little bit like a wheelbarrow with that one wheel in the middle. It is a bloody long race, isn't it? It really is. I'm still up north. Oh, I really didn't need to touch the brakes there. My pedals are being very, very squeaky. I was looking at my pedals today and I reckon that I can actually adjust my brake pedal, put a little bit of rubber inside it without taking the entire thing apart. I reckon if I take the foot plate off and then take the piston out, I think I might be able to just slide it open and then put my bit of rubber down the tube. So I'm going to have a crack at doing that. It's only a couple of Allen keys. It's a lot less hassle than what I would have to do, what I thought I'd got to do, which is taking the entire thing apart. So I'm going to have a crack at that. I was going to do it before this video. I actually went and sorted out the Allen keys to do it, but no, I've not started hacking away at it yet. In fact, I was going to, and then I had a quick look to see what the race was. I saw it was the Goliath, and I got a bit excited about it. And I thought, nah, my pedals can wait. I'll just do this race. I won't even need my brakes. Right then. Seems to have taken us a long time to get into the city. My top speed 115, 16 miles an hour. Not very fast, is it? But we can still see Daz just down the end there. Well, we can't see him, but the mini-map can. Looking at my pedal then, looking at my squeaky pedal. Bit of a stupid thing to do really when you've, coming out of one bend going into another. I should have waited until we were going down this enormous big long straight that's coming up. A bit heavy on the brakes there. Thought that would be a bit tighter than it was. They're very creaky, aren't they? They make that clunky noise quite a lot. I need to sort that out. I might just put some like foam rubber material inside the places where metal touches metal. Try and deaden the sound a little bit. Or I might just buy some new ones. I need to check if that new steering wheel that's similar to the one I've got now, they've just bought another one out, haven't they? The Logitech G923 maybe, or something like that, I don't know what it's called. But it's similar to this one, it's just a new version with different rumbleness in it, so you can feel your car when you're sitting idle, which you never do, so it's not a big deal. I want to know whether it's got a headphone jack on it. I keep forgetting to check. I keep thinking about it and thinking, oh, I'll check. And then I forget all about it. I've just reminded myself again. That would make me upgrade. A headphone jack would make me upgrade. So I really hope they've put one on it. They probably haven't, because I don't think they think it's important. Yet to me, it's very important. It really is. And it'd be so bloody easy for them to do that. I really hope they have. I'll try not to go all over the path this time. Yeah, that sign popped up again, didn't it? The second one, the white one. It says Bamborough Castle, I think. Didn't see what it said. It was too blurry as I drove past because I'm going ridiculously fast in my Morgan. Yeah, you wanna choose something with good top end, and don't tune it like I've got this tune on here with nice grip and nice handling, and it had really good brakes. Well, I've barely even used those. So yeah, get something with good top end. Whoa, you can smell the rapeseed. The spring does look really nice on this game, doesn't it? Like all the heather, and especially this bit coming up here where all the wind turbines are. It does look very pretty. Yeah, it's impressive. Imagine what the games are going to look like in just a couple of months' time on next-gen consoles. Oh, cannot wait. I think I'm probably actually going to be in England when the consoles are released. I'm going to England on October the 15th. It's a one-way flight. I don't have my visa sorted for coming back yet. And a flight, like one way, to England from Colombia or the other way, is roughly £300, something like that. Normally I'll spend about £550 for a return. But if you book a flight that's like within a month, then it's about £2,000. You've got to be at least 6 weeks away, and then it's a factor of 10 on the price. So I'm not going to spend, £1,000 or more just to go, fly back a couple of weeks earlier. I'll just have a little bit more time in England. But I can't book my flight until I got my visa sorted. So I'll get my visa sorted, and then I'll be booking a flight that's probably about 6 weeks later. So it looks like I might be in England. Well, I will be in England, definitely, when the consoles release. So whoever wins the Xbox Series X that I'm giving away, I'll be buying it whilst I'm there. Hey, I'll tell you what, it'd be pretty good if you live in England, won't it? I could deliver it to you. I could buy it and come and bring it to your house and present it to you in person. That'd be nice. But I wouldn't. We'd have to bump elbows whilst wearing face masks. But yeah, the consoles will release while I'm in England, which is a bit of a bummer really, because I've actually bought an Xbox One, not an Xbox One X, just a normal Xbox One, not the 500 gig one, and had that delivered to my mum's house so that I can collect that while I'm there, just so I could do videos while I'm in England. So I wasn't expecting to be there for the actual release of the new consoles. And I've also got an Elite controller that's going to be waiting there for me as well, that I'm quite excited about. And those headphones that I was going on and on and on about how brilliant they are, the Cocoon headphones, well, mine broke a long time ago, and I sent them back and they sent me some new ones, so they're waiting in England for me as well. They've been there for bloody ages, but they are amazing headphones, really, really comfortable, amazing sound, and they do work with the Xbox, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They're just so comfortable and such brilliant sound on them. It's the first headphones I've ever had where I don't have to have them on maximum volume when I'm listening to music. Normally I have to have the volume on max, probably because I was a DJ for a lot of years. My hearing is incredibly good, but I just enjoy the deep bass sound, and most headphones don't do that. So normally, if I'm listening to music I like, I'm pushing the headphones into my ears with the volume on max and the bass on, as good as I can get it to sound. You don't want to just put a load of bass and no mid-range or treble, it sounds shit. But you know what I mean, I try and have it as good as I can make the quality sound, and then as loud as I can have it, get it, and then pushing the headphones in my ears. But with these, I'm comfortable on number 8. That's never happened before, so they've got really good quality sound. Yeah, I'm very impressed with them. So I'm looking forward to getting them back. Very, very much looking forward to getting them back. And the headphones I'm using at the moment, they're expensive. I can't even remember what they make. They are Sign something or another. I can't remember. But they were quite expensive. But they're not very good. They're really not very good. And also the leather on the ear cups, the like over-the-head ear cup headphone things, it's all started to go all into tiny little bits. When you get the cloth material underneath and you get loads of tiny little black dots, falling off where the leather used to be. They've started doing that, which is a bit rubbish. So every time I wear them, I'm covered in little black. It looks like I've got pepper all over me every time I wear them. Right, coming up to the finish line. I will finish this time. We'll see what we've got. I'm hoping for something under 13 minutes. Right, let's see then, let's see. Quit event, and let's see what my time is. Yes, I am sure. Does it tell you your lap? Yeah, of course it will, won't it? Because I'll be on the leaderboards. It's just that I didn't get a good lap time. car. It's beautiful. Give me something good. That Aventador would be nice. Hey, we close. We got it. Oh, lovely jubbly. Thank you kindly. I've probably already got it though. I've probably already got loads of them. No, I didn't have it. Right, so I'm 1 minute and 9 seconds down. Jesus. Right, we'll say no thanks. I might. How long have we been doing? Half an hour. I might go and get a different car and give it another crack and try and do something a little bit more competitive. That was fun. It was scenery. It was enjoying the beautiful three-wheeled Morgan. Right, now we're going to choose something a little bit more sensible. And we'll have another crack. This car is lovely. Right, I might have a go on that Bugatti actually. Or something else that's nice and nostalgic and old. I don't want to. I'll sort them by class, but I'll have a look in ones that are above and below B class as well, and see if I can just tweak them a little bit. Let's pop over to the A class and see if I can lower one of these. I wonder what that goes down to. No, I want something faster, not something that's super handling but not really good top end. A Viper. Oh, the bird cage. I've not driven it yet. Oh, it's so nice. This will be even worse than what I've just been in, but look at it. It's a beautiful car. Yes. I'll choose myself as my rival and I'll see if I can beat my Morgan three-wheeler in this Maserati birdcage. I don't think I'll be able to. I think the other car's going to be better than this one, but I am going to give it a crack. Right, let's get a tune on it then, being as it is. Right, we don't want to be in this zone. We've got to be B class. So B. Oh, can we not go down to a B? Oh, bollocks. I wished it told you that. I spend a lot of time waiting for cars to load, not knowing that I can't use them. I really wish it told you that. It should just say on every car, you know, C to S1 or whatever the tuning window is for that car. It would have saved me a huge amount of time if they gave it that information. Right. This would be an option, wouldn't it? That'd be a nice thing to drive against that Bugatti. See what tune I've got on that car. Where is it? BU. Who's here? Right, I've got a D on it at the moment. Not really done anything with it, have I? I don't know whether to take that of the old Maserati then and go up against Daz again. I don't know which one I'd have the edge. Let's sort them by year and go for something old but not crazy old. Might go for the P3 or possibly this. What tune's on? Oh, it's an S2. No wonder it's ridiculously fast compared to everything else. I could put this on a B, couldn't I? I assume. I'm getting a little bit. Oh, look at that! I know someone who's got one of these. He used to be my boss. He was the store manager at McDonald's when I was a floor manager there many years ago. His name's Steve. So yeah, he's got one of them. It's a blue one, like a sky blue colour. It's often parked around Nuneaton. It's a very beautiful car. I might go for it actually, Mr. Rymel. This one's for you, being as you own one of these cars. He's quite wealthy, as you can imagine, being as he's got one of these. I imagine it cost him a lot of money. He runs his own business now. Don't know what he does, but he's very successful with it. I haven't spoken to him for a really long time. But yeah, he's got one of these. Look creative up. Tune in. I might paint it blue, like his car. Right, so we want a B. We want a good B. Oh, we're already on B. Want something that's going to be decent top end, really. Bloody hell. Jenny's worth going for that? Drift? Probably not. Are all these, yeah, they're all for drifts, aren't they? This one does say race. Shit handling, good acceleration and speed. This could be an absolute nightmare, but I'm going to give it a crack. What's the rank? Armoured 8 ball, rank 3. Let's give it a crack then. Let's see if you're any good at tuning cars. Right, we'll have that. Going to have a little look at the liveries as well, see if there's any in there from you guys. So, livery, that's not livery designs, that's just some nonsense. Here we go. Right, we got any K74s? We do, we got Sandisti in a very nice K74. I like that, 62D. Right, we got any more? What we go with yours then? Right, let's have a look, see if we've got one that looks like Steve's car. It was just like a cyan colour, not bright like that. It was kind of nice. But no, we haven't, that's reasonably close. But I'm going for Sandistas. We've got this. It's a little bit herby, isn't it? Yeah, the telly looks loads better. Really, really does. The blacks look completely black. So I've had it on, God knows what setting, for a really, really long time. But it looks like I've bought a new TV. Much better. Yes, give me the design. Stick it on my car. Right, 15 minutes to go until I'll probably trundle over the finish line. Who shall I go again? Shall I pick Daz again, or shall I pit myself against myself and see whether or not I can beat the Morgan? This is going to be difficult handling compared, but it's definitely got a lot better top end. I think I'm going to stick with Daz. I'm going to go with the Bugatti. Come on. Right. What the fuck am I doing here? Let's get into the rivals. The dogs are going absolutely mental. Right, road racing. Can we just jump this way? Yes, we can. Goliath. B-class. And 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. Let's see if we can do any better in the Porsche Speedster. You can certainly see where the design of the Beetle come from, can't you? She looks knackered. Got a big long race to do. Take some Pro Plus. Let's go, let's go. I've still got my One Focus reg plate on, forgot about that. See you later, Daz. See you at the finish line. I'll be waiting for you. Ooh, fucking hell. Okay, the handling is quite bad. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be that bad, so I'm just going to have a quick restart, and not this time I'll have to remember that it handles really shit. Right, come on then. I was about to say, Sandisti, what were you doing with this tune? But you didn't tune it, did you? You just painted it. Right, we've got to be a little bit more careful on the throttle. Fucking hell, I'm never going to get all the way around. I can't get past the first corner. Oh my god. Right, this is not happening. Let's just do a little bit of a test drive in it. I bet Steve's car doesn't drive like this. Right, that's a complete and utter nightmare. Let's quit this. Let's get a more sensible tune and we'll try again. Because there's no way I'm getting around the Goliath in that mess. I might be able to do a drag strip in it, but nothing that involves turning. Right, come on then. Let's get something more sensible. What did it do that for? This is the button I want. Right. So we don't want crazy ass speed. Grip race. The 356. That's a useless thing to call your car. I'm going to go for someone who's got a high rank. So 19, dirt rally, no good. Right. 18, Forza. That's not helpful at all. But it looks like it might be a good car for the road based on the performance stats. So I'm going to go with that then. I can't really read your name. Malinois 111105. Please name your tunes more sensibly and I'll download them more often. Calling your tune Forza is completely useless. Tell us what it's for. Say race or drift or dirt or easy. Look at that livery. Right, let's go. We're ready. We are ready. What button is it? This one. One more. There we go. B, 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 B. Stick in with Daz. Let's go. Right, this should be considerably better than before. Right then, wish me luck. It's obviously a little bit more tricky to drive than the Morgan. Ooh, it sounds good. Might have to turn the telly down a little bit, you might be getting a bit of an echo. Can't be bothered though. You're just going to have to put up with a bit of an echo if you're getting one. Oh, he's already about to pass me. Oh, it's not very easy to turn. The steering wheel is enormous. Right, he's got away from me a lot earlier than he did last time, although that was a flying lap, wasn't it? So that's going to be a factor. If I can keep this clean, I'll be amazed. I'm struggling with these corners, but I might be able to make it up a little bit when we get to some of the big, long straights, because this is definitely not good handling, but it should have better top end than the Morgan did for when we get out of this little town. Right, last corner for a while. Let's see if we can close the gap a little bit. I'll tell you what, guys, I don't think I'm going to get to the end of this. I really don't. But we'll give it a crack for as long as we can. If it gets dirty, I'll just sack it off, but I am going to see what I can do. I'm really itchy nose. Right then, let's go. Let's go. Let's catch him up. Let's close him down. Oh, bugger. Oh, stupid squeaky pedals annoying. Oh shit. Yeah, getting a little bit of feathering action going on the pedals. Getting used to it a little bit now. I think we're gonna hopefully shave a bit of time off my previous. I was 1 minute and 9 down, so that's I'm looking for something a bit better than a 109 deficit. But can we actually get to the end and keep it clean? That's the question, because it is a little bit of an handful. Oh, that was not good. That cost me valuable time. It really did. Why is my window screen wet? Oh good, now they're going to put the wipers on and my windscreen will be... No, still, there we go, that's better. Now it's dry. It's a very pretty car, isn't it? It suits these gloves. It deserves gloves, a car like this. I'm sure Steve wears gloves when he drives his car. Why do I know so many people called Steve? It's not the same Steve that I always talk about at all. I've probably never spoke about this Steve, 'cause he's not really a friend, it's just someone that I used to work with a long time ago. But he's a nice guy. His brother's a really nice guy, Dave. I like Dave very much. But I actually borrowed a video off Dave that he'd borrowed off one of his friends, and I lent to my DJ mate Steve, and Steve still got it. And it was written on the tape, this belongs to Claire or something, I think, do not steal. It was a compilation of Newman and Baddiel and Mary Whitehouse Experience from a long time ago. But yeah, that was off Dave, off one of his friends who I don't know. He borrowed it, it said don't steal, he lent it to me, I lent it to my mate still got it. That's about 30 years ago. It really is. In fact, it is 28 years ago, or thereabouts. I'm starting to struggle a little bit, and he's got away from me. I don't think I'm doing faster than I was on the Morgan. There are more corners than I anticipated. I've not noticed these white sticks before. I noticed them on my previous lap, and I was thinking, I haven't noticed those. Is that something new, or have I just not noticed them, or are they only in a certain part of the track? But yeah, little white sticks at the side of the road every now and then. I don't know whether it's only because we're on. They only appear for the race, or whether there's something that's always there, or what. God, he's miles away. Oh, wish I'd turned my hood on so I could see me time. I've only done 718 miles in my car, look. On my odometer, on the dash. Haven't had it very long. Don't take it out if it's raining, and use it when it's nice. 718 miles. It's got, oh shit, I was looking at my speedo, I wanted to see my top end. So 135 top end-ish. Oh, a little bit more than that, so I screeched around that corner. We're looking at 140 something. So it's got a considerably better top end than the Morgan. That was struggling on 115, wasn't it? So it's certainly, you know, paying for itself on the straights, but you cannot take these bends as quick. Well, not as easy. I don't know about as quickly. I'm probably going around them quicker, but they're not as easy. So there's certainly a lot more margin for error. But I do feel like I'm going bloody slow. I feel like I'm worse than I was before. It feels like Daz has got away from me a bit more than he did on my previous one. But we'll see what happens. We've got this big long straight all the way down the seaside. So hopefully I'll recover a little bit of time on this. I wonder what a top end is on that old Bugatti. I do have to be careful though, it is a handful. Oh, shit. I'm so focused. I'm trying to peer over the hills. I always do it. I need a VR thing, whereas when I move my head, my field of vision changes in the game. I need that. I'm slowing down a bit too much, but I'm slowing down to still, 10 miles an hour faster than the actual top speed on the Morgan. So even though I think I'm slowing down too much for some of these bends, I mean I slowed down way too much on that one, down to a 106, I'm still going faster than the Morgan could go. I still think I'm going to struggle to beat my previous time. It's just too messy around the town. You've got corners and you're going really slow. It's very bouncy, isn't it? Very bouncy. I'm struggling on this hill a little bit. Come on. I did notice, actually, when I was looking at the club to see what the race was, I didn't go into it. I just looked at the thumbnail on my dashboard. I didn't even go into the club. But I noticed that it said something about look at the comment or look at the next post or something like that. So I didn't do that, so I should do, because it might have said something that I've completely ignored. So I should look at what that was. I'll look at it before I shut the video down. We can look at it together. And then hopefully it won't make my race completely pointless because I've missed off some sort of rule. That'd be annoying, wouldn't it? But I doubt it anyway. Still can't see Daz on the mini-map, so I expected to be able to close the gap a little bit when I was coming down past the castle and then big long roads where you don't really need to slow down too much. But that didn't happen. Oh, I can see him on the minimap now, but he's absolutely miles away. But I'm probably about 20 seconds up on my previous lap, judging by where he is and where I am. Oh, this is not good, this is not good. Phew. You can still see him, look. Maybe not as much as I thought. I'm probably about 10 or 15 seconds up. But we'll see when we cross the finish line. Didn't want to damage my car on that bollard. Pedal makes so much crunchy noise. It doesn't feel very nice either when it's doing it. It's like crunching around. Definitely got to sort it out. Right, what do you think, guys? Do you think I've beat my previous time? Is the Porsche faster than the Morgan when I'm driving them? Not long to go and we'll find out. I've kept it clean, which is good. I did almost crash, but fortunately we managed to keep it under control, so it looks like we are going to have a lap that's clean. But whether or not it beats the Morgan, we'll have to wait and see. But it's a very bouncy tune, it really is. I think we've tightened up the springs a little bit. Nervous about these last few corners. I don't want to make the lap dirty when I'm so close to the end. Right, have we beat the Morgan? I don't think we have. So it was a 109 on the Morgan that we were down off Daz. Let's see what we've got this time. Right then, how far off are we? Suspense. Stupid beeping noise outside. There we go, it stopped. Yeah, we get another spin as well. Might have to have a crack in that Aventador, see what it's like. Oh, a Lamborghini Diablo. That'd be nice. Oh, there's something in there gold as well. Oh, not a chance. Oh, look. I don't know if I've got that or not. So. Oh, 47 seconds. So I did say I felt like I was about 20 seconds better off. So 22 seconds I've managed to improve by. I reckon if I stuck with this car, I could shave off maybe that 7 seconds and get in a minus 40. I'm tempted to give it a crack. I am. I'm going to try one more time in the Porsche. And my goal here is to get minus... See if I can knock another 7 seconds off. No, let's be a bit more ambitious. Let's see if we can knock off maybe 12 seconds and get to a 30. What are we on? 35. Let's try and get a 35. So I'm going for losing by 35 seconds. Ooh, bad start. I'll tell you what. I'll have a flying start. I'm going to cheat. So restart event. Yeah, you can do this. For those people who didn't know, it is possible to do this. Should have gone a little bit further really, but there we go. Got a sort of flying start. But yeah, on a big race like this one, you don't want to have to do a lap before you've got a decent time, do you? So that's going to give me... Oh, bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. I'm out of control already. That's going to give me a little bit of a boost. Not much. He's up in front of me again. I should have actually gone with a Bugatti, shouldn't I? Right, ignore the squeaky pedals. You probably were. It's me that needs to ignore them. Get past this annoying bit. Not very good through there at all. Not sure if I'm faster or slower. Really should have put my hood on. Right, come on, come on. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. If I make a mistake, I'm just going to sack it off. Okay, you've been warned. If it gets flagged, that's the end. But hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully it will be good to the end, and it will be a good time as well. Bouncy the car was. It's very bouncy. Ooh. Shit. Come on, you can catch him. You can catch him. Or you probably can't, but just do your best. I'm not going to talk much because I really want to get a faster time, so I'm going to try and stay a bit focused. I'll let you enjoy the sound of the engine. I'll see you in a bit. Oh shit! Oh, that was close. Lost a bit of time there. And I was thinking, I'm letting you enjoy the sound of the engine, but I've got my TV turned up a little bit, so you're going to have an horrible echo on the engine. It probably sounds awful. Should have got my headphones really, shouldn't I? I apologise, I was being a bit lazy. But they put black shit all over my head, and they're not very good. And I'll get my other ones back soon, so I don't want to use the old shit ones. Careful here, this could be a bit tricky. No, right. Looking at the line of the trees to see how sharp the bend is. Definitely doing a lot better this time. Just gotta make sure it's clean. I'll tell you what, it's a lot more fun playing this game when you choose these old cars. They are beautiful. I mean, look at it, just look at it. Look at that steering wheel. It really is quite nice. There's a lot of really beautiful cars on this game, and they don't really get a look in because they're not that competitive on the race. And normally you're trying to choose something that, oh shit, it's going to get you a good time. I've just messed up a treat there, haven't I? Right, this right-hander coming up's a bit nasty. I'll go around the outside of these spotlights. It's not that nasty. Well, I can actually still see him. That's considerably better than last time. He'd gone a long time before this, so we might be able to close the gap a little bit. My eyes are going funny. Ooh, got to do some blinking. Jesus Christ, this car's so bouncy. It really is super bouncy. Off there. I knew I was gonna, I didn't want it, but I knew I was gonna. This left-hander coming up as well, I'm gonna have to lift off for this. I'm gonna have to brake for this one, I think. Oh, I didn't really need to brake that much. There's that Russian dude's house. Stop bouncing, it makes it really hard to see. not that far ahead. Certainly a lot closer than we were on the last lap, that is for sure. Come on, get up the hill. I've got to get that pedal sorted before the next video. It's so noisy. Careful, be careful. Can't remember where I lost it last time. It wasn't there, was it? It was much further round. It was after all this bit, I think. It was after the windmill, I think, just coming back up that left-hand side of the map. We can still just about see him. Oh bollocks, looking at the mini map, it slowed me down a bit. Very aware that I nearly lost it somewhere around here on the previous one. I want to be very careful that doesn't happen again. Not sure where it was though, it wasn't here. Bit overcautious now. Come on, what are you doing? Wasting valuable time, slowing down too much, being too nervous. Only a little bit to go. I don't know what that corner was that I messed up on before, but I've gone past it anyway. But I did slow down far too much there because I was a bit nervous. But we are about to go across the line, and I certainly think I've shaved off a fair bit of time from my last lap. We'll have to see how far off him we are. Oh, I was really expecting it to just stop. Right, quit event. And we'll get another spin, won't we? Let's get something nice on the spin. Third time lucky for a lovely gold car. That's not a Volkswagen Beetle, please. That doesn't deserve to be gold. I like that livery. I like it quite a lot. There is something gold in there. Not sure what it is. We're way off it anyway. We're not getting that. 25 seconds off. So I was 10 seconds better than what I wanted to get. I wanted to be a minus 35. So I managed to improve by an extra 10 seconds on my target. So I'm a minus 25 now. I'm quite happy with that. Might have to have another crack at this one in a faster car, or maybe just in a nicer car. Another one from the collection of beautiful cars. So what have we had so far? We've had the Morgan three-wheeler. We've had this old Porsche. What was the first one? I can't remember what I did the first one in. Did I start off in the Morgan? Yeah, I just did 2 laps in the Morgan, didn't I? Right, so no thanks. I'll have another quick look at the leaderboards to see whether someone has been racing whilst I've been making this video, see if there's anyone else on there. So there was Mad Pixel Pusher, Daz and RMA4 and Dog CN, that was it. They were the only people that were on the board before. But let's have a look, see if anyone else has had a crack at it while I've been driving round. Also quite interested to see where I stand on the leaderboards for the world. Change filter. And I've got to put friends on as well, haven't I? Because I want to see if a couple of other people that are not in the club are in there. So, just us. Friends and club. Oh, that previous one was friends then, because we've got James on this one. So James is 125. Pretty damn good with the AMC Rebel. Same for an 8K as well. So Steve's on a 158. Mayfor, I don't know what car that is at all. I don't know what the AMC Rebel is either, but there's 3 guys from the club that have chosen that. So this is club, so friends and club then. There's not anyone extra, is there? Because there was no one else on the friends tab. So it's like, there's only a couple of people, I think, Jaded Fett and one other person. Hang on a minute. Weren't that Pixel Pusher and now you are in the club? So did you leave your club and you've come over to this one? So Pixel Pusher's in the Mercedes-Benz. Is that the old one? I don't know if it is or not. AMC Rebel. I want to see what that car is. So let's get out of all of this. And I want to see if I've got the AMC Rebel. So I'm guessing not. Where am I? Oh, yeah, I will have then. Maybe. No, maybe not. So I've got the Javelin and the Gremlin. I don't know what the AMC Rebel is. Let's see if it's something that you can buy, or whether it's... I'll go to the festival. Oh, look, my car mastery is on 0 for this Porsche. Right, so... what am I doing? My car's at auction house. That's what I'm looking for. So I'll go in here first of all and see if it's in here. Make AMC any Javelin. I shouldn't have said any, should I? Right, let's not say any. Let's do it properly. The AMC Rebel. So there it is. So there are some in here then. Is it something that you have to... Is it a DLC thing? Maybe not. Let's buy one. I'll buy this one because it's quite cheap. In fact, all 3 of these are quite cheap. I'll buy that one because it's got a hood ornament on it. The machine. Right. I'll have that. So it wasn't a DLC then. It is something you can just buy. Buy out successful. Thank you very much. I will collect it and I'm going to tune it and I'll have another crack. Let me just check my capture card. I've got 50 gigabytes left, so we've got enough time to do the race again. It's going to be a long video, this one. And we'll go up against Daz again and see whether we can beat him in the car that other people are using successfully. So we need to tune it down to a B. And it's something that's B and good for the road. And then we'll see what we can do. Right, let's get in the beast. AMC, there she is. Wow, I don't think you could call this car a she, could you? It's very masculine. It's bursting with testosterone. It's spewing out of the bonnet. Oh, look at it. It does look nice. Looks like an old radio. Right then, let's pop a tune on. Hopefully there'll be a K74 in there that we can use. Oh, bollocks. Didn't mean to do that. Hello there, virus database update. Fancy seeing you here. Have you had a nice day? Right, there's no K74s because it always puts them first if there are. So what should we have then? Well, we'll go for something that says street, playground games. This one says Goliath. Well, we're going to have to go for this one, aren't we? So GFR COD Chaos. We're having yours simply because you named it appropriately. You see, that's how it works. Whoever did that previous one, well, they named it Forza. Though I was playing Forza, so we're going with this. So let's get in the rivals. Right, one more then. Road race. Goliath. B. And we're sticking with Daz. And let's see if we can beat him. We've got 25 seconds to make up. I'm pretty sure this car's going to be a nightmare to handle compared to what we've just been in. But it's nice though, isn't it? It's very nice. And I do like the interior. That's very nice indeed. I bet it's got an 8-track in it. Let's have a look, see if there's a slot for an 8-track. I can't look around on the steering wheel, which is a bit of a shame, really. The steering wheel should have little joysticks on them, because there's a lot of games that use the joysticks for various things, and you know, you haven't got that on here. They should put them on, the little joysticks. That'd be good. Oh, hang on. Back up. I forgot we're going to cheat a bit, haven't we? We're going to back up a little bit. We're going to go flying across that start line. God, it's not very easy to control in reverse. Right, I need everything that I can take if I'm expecting to beat Daz. Right, here we go then. Here we go. Forwards. Wish me luck. And away we go. Jesus fucking Christ. This is as bad as that Porsche was before I retuned it. Right, this might take some getting used to. I'm gonna... Oh, bloody hell. I'll stick with it. I'll just get used to it for a bit. Oh my God. As soon as you accelerate, the back end tries to come round. It's horrible. Power sliding my way around corners. No, this is not happening. Right, that's the end of this, guys. This car is not active. Can I pop a different tune on and give it all-wheel drive? It's got to be rear-wheel drive at the minute, isn't it? I don't know, but I didn't even pay attention. I didn't look. I just saw the word Goliath and thought, that's the one. But I'll see if there is an all-wheel drive option available for it that would make it a little bit easier. Probably already is. Let's have a look what mine already is. Don't know what mine already is. No, wrong button. B. So it doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you what mine is. So I don't know what it is. It's probably that one there that's rear-wheel drive. It is, because that's the one look. So yeah, I don't want that. I want all-wheel drive. That was just, the back end was just trying to come round all the time. I can't handle that. It's got to be an all-wheel drive. I might go for this. Ranked. I think I might go for that. That's winning so far. The best Max B tune. A lot of confidence there from Johnny. An all-wheel drive B700. 656175962. What was that other one? I'm going to go for that. This. Right. The rear-wheel drive is just, I'm not good enough bloody driver to get around the Goliath in a rear-wheel drive car without making any mistakes. That ain't going to happen. Right, I'm not going to cheat off the start line, I'm just going to go. So, rivals. Yeah. God blimey. Feels like I've done this a lot of times today. That one, B-class. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes. Come on. Right, last time this one. I'm going to be focused. Turn the telly down just a touch so you don't have to listen to the echo. Just check I've got my mic switched on. Yeah, I have. Can't believe I did that. Right, let's go. Oh, that's better. Well, that's much better. It was a bloody nightmare before. I should be able to beat him, shouldn't I, really? I like how he's cocking his leg on that curb there. Like a Jack Russell. Ooh, didn't anticipate that corner. Drop behind a little bit already. This is not good. Come on, we've got to make this up. Turn, turn, turn more. Right then, let the road open up. I mean, it's not really going to be much of an accomplishment if I beat him, is it? If my car's significantly more suitable for this race than his car is. But it'll still feel good because whatever he's driving and whatever I'm driving, that's still Daz in that car, you know? And this is still me in this car. Now, he could be in a tractor and I could be in a Lamborghini, but it's still Daz and it's still me. And if I beat him, it still counts. Okay? So I want to make that clear before the end of this race, where there is a small possibility that I could win. Although, to be honest, it ain't looking very good so far, is it? Crunchy crunch pedal. I'm glad I changed the tune before I started doing this, because that bloody rear-wheel drive one was an absolute nightmare. And this is actually quite nice. I think Dog CM was in this, wasn't he? The AMC Rebel, and Steve was in it as well, and also James. So you three, I think, are all in this car. So I should be checking my times against yours when I've finished. Shit. Get back on the bloody road. Oh, no. That's not good, is it? That's not good at all. Cannot let him get away. Nice bit of sun glaring off my car there. I like those little touches. Shouldn't really pay attention to them, should I? I should just focus on the task at hand, which is driving this car, looking at the road. Hopefully closing down this gap between me and Daz. shit. Oh no. That cost me some valuable time. But fortunately, we wouldn't have got flagged for it, would we? So we're still on a clean lap, which is good news. That pedal's getting worse. I promise I'll do it before the next video because it is unbelievably bad. Creaky creak all the time. And that's not the one I've changed. I didn't do anything with that pedal at all. I switched over the brake and the clutch. That's the accelerator that's making that noise. So yeah, that's not anything to do with me, but it obviously needs to be sorted. Yeah, that. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You noisy bastard. We are struggling up here. Do with a lower gear, please. Through all of that section, I could have done with being in a different gear to 6th. I think I'm slightly ahead based on where he is on the map compared to last time. I wonder if the Rebel MC drove an AMC Rebel. He should have done. Absolutely he should have done. Can we hit 150? Come on! Put your head down. Go on, yeah, we did it. We did it. Straight through the middle of Edinburgh City. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. God. Yeah, when I sort out that pedal, I'll also get my have a fiddle with the brakes. Get a, another bit of rubber inside the brakes, which I've been moaning about a lot, haven't I? So I'll try and get them both done at the same time. I've got some decent material that I can use to line places and make it silent. So like some old yoga mats and things that I'm gonna glue in. I've got a hot glue gun as well, so I might just glue a load of little cut off bits of yoga mat in all the places where it might be causing this creaky noise and see if I can make them completely silent. Got a lot more control around here in this car than I had in that Porsche. It was bouncing all over the place. This is much better. It's the sound of the police. Did I tell you on the last video there were gangs of people running around the streets with guns in Colombia? And like pointing their guns at people in cars and at buses and stuff, just a bunch of lads with pistols. Well, I did say, that's nowhere near me, that's down in the south of the city. No, it wasn't, it was in my neighbourhood. So yeah, it was actually in, I'm not exactly sure where it was, but it was in Suba, which is the area of Bogota that I live in. But Suba's quite a big district. So yeah, it was in Suba, so quite close, but not exactly sure where, but certainly not on the other side of the city, about like 10 miles away, which is what I originally thought. There were a lot of gunshots the other day as well that were really fucking loud, like really uncomfortably close. 2 different guns, obviously you can tell the difference when people are shooting at each other and there's 2 guns, not just one. But yeah, that happens quite often. It's, I mean, it half amuses me a little bit because you hear one gun and then you hear another one retaliate, then you hear the first one again, and then the second one doesn't shoot back, and you think, oh, he won. So yeah, there was the other day there was some gunshots that sounded like they were only like a block away or something. They were loud, and yeah, really close. That's not a very comforting thought at all, is it? But probably like a blast of about 8 gunshots, maybe, something like that. No, just a pistol. It wasn't like an automatic rifle or anything, but still a little bit too close for comfort. I need to stop looking at the mini-map. I should not pay any attention to where he is and just focus on my drive, because if I don't do that, if I keep looking at the mini-map, I'm going to make a mistake and balls it up. Just need to keep my eye on my game and not worry about what he's doing. I reckon my chances of beating him are out the window. He's not very far ahead, but there's not a massive amount of the track left, is there? And I'm not closing him down, but I definitely think I'm going to get a better time out of this car than I did out of the Porsche. But I'm not going to catch him up, not before the end of this lap. If there was another lap, if it was a 2-lap race, I might have a chance. But, oh shit. I really thought that checkpoint was the other side. I often do that. I look at one and I think I've got to go to the left of that, and I was actually meant to go to the right of it. I've done it quite a few times. It's when you're not properly paying attention. Pay attention. Well, we had a very, very messy start, didn't we, while I was getting used to the car. So that has cost us dearly. I reckon if I had a flying lap, I could probably do a lot better. If I just continued and did another one after this one, I think there's a chance I could beat him. In fact, depending on how I'm doing when I cross the line, I might do that. I've still got time, and I've got enough room left on the laptop to record another lap. Like I'm closing him down a bit though. But I would like to be in. Oh, we're alright. We got to the top of the hill. We're alright. I was about to moan about my gear selection. I mean, I do moan about my gear selection sometimes, but if you average it out over the entire race, the automatic gears do select better gears than I would. It's just that I notice when they are all shitty shits. I notice when they select a bad one, but overall it's going to be better than my gear changing. All just in time for the checkpoint. Right, we've cocked this one up now, so I am going to just do a flying lap and continue, and do one more, and I'm going to really focus on this and see if I can beat Daz on this flying lap that's coming up in just a bit. And I still need to look at whatever it is that Daz said on the when he posted it. What did he say? He said something about read the next post or something, which I noticed when I had a quick glance at the thumbnail. And then I saw Goliath and got all excited. Thought, oh yeah, that'll be fun. Right, I've got a little bit more used to the car now. So, this next one, the objective is to win. Let's see what we can do. Here we go, here we go. Hopefully, I won't even let him get in front of me once. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So I'm saying, oh, what? That's annoying. I wanted to do a really nice, lovely, clean lap with good lines all the way through, and I've messed it up straight away. And he's got in front of me straight away as well. It's a disaster. It's not what I wanted at all. You will not get away from me. I'm coming, I'm coming. Your car might be agile around this town, but you wait until we get out by the seaside. I'll have you. Oh, look how slidey he is. beat him. I'll beat him in this beast of a car. But yeah, it's a hollow victory, really, isn't it? If I do beat him, I mean, I'm kind of just assuming that I will, but I might not. But yeah, I'm obviously in a car that's much more suited to the track than he is. All the people at the top of the leaderboard seem to be using this car as well, so I should beat him by bloody miles, but that's not going to happen. But if I beat him at all, I'll be very happy. I do get to look at that beautiful Bugatti as we're driving around reasonably close to one another, which is nice. Come on. Oh, I'm going to pass him any minute. Got to be careful around here. Bit too careful. Come on. It's a bit cat and mouse at the minute, isn't it? I'll get in front of him and then a corner happens and he gets in front of me, and then a little bit of straight road happens and I'll get back in front of him. There's going to be a lot of straight road in a bit and you won't get back in front of me once we've gone round it. That's for sure. But for now, this is yours. You can have this little bit of the race. I don't mind looking at your car, it's a nice car. But in a minute, you've got to look at mine. Oh shit, we lost it there. I'm glad that a couple of you guys had used this car, and oh dear, that was bad. So I bought it because it's nice. It's quite pleasant to drive. It looks nice. I love the numbers. The typography is nice. The font on my Speedo. It's just a nice car. As he's getting away from me, I've got to focus again. Right, I'm going to focus for a bit and catch him back up again. Oh, I went off here before, didn't I? Exactly the same place. Right, I've really got to pull some back here. I've dropped behind by quite a lot. And it's like, you know, only half a minute ago we were fighting over first place, and we've opened up the road a little bit and I've dropped behind, which is appalling. So I've got to focus again, getting back. So yeah, bad bit of driving over the past minute or two. I will get him back. Making too much on some of these corners. Definitely a lot closer at this point than we were before. I will have him. There's enough straight road left for me to close this and catch him up. And this car's quite nice on corners as well. It's not just all about the top speed and the open road. It's pretty good handling. I'm just not driving very well. But I can see why people have been posting such good times in this car. It's nice to drive. It's pretty decent handling and it's quite fast. Yeah, in drone mode, it's quite good to have a look around these shops. It really is. They're really quite good. It's so impressive. I very much appreciate the amount of work that's gone into this game. It is Very impressive. I'm very much looking forward to whatever the next one is. Shit. Oh, bollocks. That's going to be dirty, is it? Oh, no. Oh, right, I'm going to come back on here and do this again, but I'm going to shut this down here. I definitely can beat Daz if I'm using this car, and I want to. So hopefully Daz won't post a faster time in a different car before I beat him in this one. But obviously this car is a lot more suited to the track. But I'm going to leave it at that. But I am going to have a little look at whatever it is Daz said on the club. So let's have a look. See post below. Right. This is the next. Come back up. The Goliath mainland B class. Have fun, guys. So gives you something to get your teeth into. Stop crying. Really? You've been smoking your socks again. Interesting choice this week. This is a nice one for me. So what's his post below then? See post below. That can't be it. Can't be just this. I was really excited to see it. Let's have a look how we did last week. Mine will be absolutely rubbish. Oh, I'm just on the bottom there, look. Is this the bottom or the top of the table? It's the top of the table because it's up at position number 2. So I just squeezed into the bottom. Lovely jubbly. I only went on there a couple of times, didn't I? I wanted to go more. I just looked at that then and said, I'm in the top 29% of 14 players, but that's not me, is it? That's Cursed Cubone. Right, have fun on the Goliath. Do what I've done. Pick a car that you'd like to have in real life. Just a really beautiful car. Enjoy the scenery. Turn all the nonsense off. Get rid of your hood. Maybe turn the driver line off as well. And just enjoy driving around wee bonny Scotland. Because it is a lot of fun. The game is very beautiful. And I think that races like this showcase it quite nicely. So yeah, good choice, Daz. I like this one. Right, see you all next time, guys. Take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.